Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. And when last we left off, we tried to head south so that we could get various things blessed, but the game won't let us. If we're heading too far away from Northwarden, we're apparently deviating from our duty enough that James goes, "But thou must stay here," which means we have to do the stuff in Northwarden. So off we go to Northwarden to go and talk to the Baron, who's in the palace, I imagine. Left as a legacy to Northwarden by a Baron who cared more about leisure than practicality, the Great Hall was still maintained with a military discipline. No corner of it left unscrubbed or cluttered by the unnecessary. Let's have a conversation. It seems our time for preparations is at an end. 2 of my field captains were found dead in areas through which a moredhel strike force would likely come. That leaves me with 1 garrison company and 2 field companies operating under green commanders. That does not make for an advantage in a siege. What of Duke Martin? I know he was visiting here. He already is in the field with my rangers. I want you 2 to work with him to find ways to slow down or stop the oncoming enemy companies. Our scouts have estimated the moredhel have fielded about 1,500 men. You have 300 men here in a castle. It's far more than you need to stop that many soldiers. If there are nighthawks that have infiltrated my troops, we will likely lose more than field captains before this is all over. We have to assume for the moment that the moredhel knows something that we don't. If we can stop even half their number, I imagine we can defuse whatever plan it is they have. So any questions before you begin? Certainly. Where can we find Duke Martin? Is he in the castle somewhere? I asked him to stay relatively close to the castle, so my guards could find him in the instance of an emergency. You will have to search for him yourself. While you're at it, perhaps you can also find out what has become of our minstrel, Tamney. He may have quit the castle. Minstrels are not noted for their staying power through great battles. It will work against the morale of the men should he remain absent. I want you to find him and use whatever means you have at your disposal to bring him back here, even if you bring him back in chains and rucksack tied over his head. With the battle coming close to hand, I want nothing to divide the men. Fair enough. Who's in charge of your guards here? I'd be interested in speaking to him. My guards are hard at work. If you wish to speak to the guards, I can arrange for you to walk guard duty, Signor. Otherwise, I will not have their schedules disrupted. Shall I have Lieutenant Aaron put you on the night watch? Sure. Sounds marvelous. When do I start? Lieutenant Aaron, I have a new recruit I would like for you to assign. It was late. Breathing warmth into his cupped hands, James paced the frost-touched flagstones beneath the postern and bailey gates, and looked out into the darkness beyond the castle. Nothing was moving in the mists. Like the world within the gates, things seemed orderly in the extreme. Too orderly. Even in Krondor, the prince's control was far from complete, with the upright man running matters in the sewers, and scoundrels of various stripes calling the shots in the poorer quarters. Here, it was as if the world outside Northwarden simply did not exist in any other context than how Baron Gabbert dictated it to his men. It would be entirely too easy for an outside force to take advantage of the rigour with which he ruled his men. It's time Jimmy the Hand did a little something off schedule, James muttered, scaling the bailey wall with little trouble. Setting himself in a patch of shadow, he focused his eyes on the courtyard below, and folded his arms across his chest. Now it was time for the real guard duty. I would be most interested to know why you felt it necessary to have me awakened in the middle of the night. It would have been preferable if you had come when I called. Your guard shifts are utterly inadequate, Baron. Last night, while I was on guard duty, I decided to vary the schedule a bit and see what happened. When I watched the bailey gate, when I was to be on the other side of the castle, I noticed a soldier slipping a note to another man who was waiting outside the castle gate. A few minutes later, when I shifted to the opposite side again, I saw another instance of someone attempting to steal a grief-maker from the castle armory. I stopped him, naturally. There were several other instances. And the note passed through the bailey gate. Harmless, a love letter from a soldier quartered here named Corby to a girl named Thea. You've become too regimented here. Your schedules are known outside the castle, very likely made known by a spy working within these very walls. I urge you to take greater precautions and to reevaluate your staff. It could be the downfall of this castle. I shall consider it. In the meantime, I ask you to accept something as a token of gratitude. Here is a suit of Uliliku armor that I no longer have a need for. You may have it if you wish. It makes no difference to me. Thank you. Well, with all that in mind, I think we can probably handle our assignments. Excellent. I shall be glad to see you and Locklear in action. Patrus, you stay with them and help them in any way you can. You're far more familiar with the area and as lucid at giving directions as any of the rest of my men. We're off then. We'll come back and report to you later if we find anything important or if Duke Martin sends us. Excellent! We got a little bit of loot. How good a condition is this armor in? 100%! It's nice, but we don't need it. 57 sovereigns is ours. What we do need is a bit of rations. And double checking what we can get here. Get Koltari poison here, which seems pretty important. Right, let's go and try and find Duke Martin. And let's get rid of that so that we can deviate from the straight and narrow path. Now, there is a settlement nearby that I haven't yet been to. And if someone's going to be anywhere, they're probably going to be in Den Camp on the Teeth. So let us go to Den Camp on the Teeth. And that is south, down here, past all the bodies. Yep, there are a lot of bodies, and this way. We have not yet been. They were not alone. Locklear's pulse quickened as he saw a lone figure approach. When it became apparent they were not being attacked, he relaxed a bit, squinting slightly in the attempt to see who was about to join them. I knew when I saw Senior Locklear prowling about with Baron Gabbert you couldn't be far behind. How's my princely brother Arutha? Fine, when last I saw him. He's outside the Dimwood with a small force, waiting for my messengers to reach him. What are you doing so far from Creedy anyway? Brianna, have you hunting rabbits for the ducal stew? No, but soon we four will be hunting far larger game than that. Seems this small wrinkle developing in the Northlands is about to become a kingdom problem if what Locklear told me was correct. I'm just glad to have you two here to lend a hand. Is King Liam going to join the party? Doubtful. This engagement isn't serious enough to warrant bringing the king into it, and he's got his hands full enough with the Keshian Empire. Seems one of our kingdom ships accidentally mistook one of her Empress's imperial frigates as a pirate ship, and sunk it with all hands on board. Naturally, Lord Hazra Khan is having a conniption. We'll have to fight out Northwarden's battle on our own. What can Locklear and I do? I have most of Baron Gabbert's rangers out checking up on the movements of the enemy, so I need you three to give me a hand with various missions. I hope you three are in the mood for a bit of running about. Crossbows? Prince Arutha has told me on several occasions you're about the finest archer he knows. Arutha also used to tell his sister, Carleen, that his father was going to rope her into the mainmast of Krondor's glory so the Kegians could have target practice when they passed her in the harbour. Doesn't mean it was true. And I wasn't Jimmy the Hand. You're being modest, Duke. So I might be handy with a bow. Why the interest? I was hoping you could give Lockie and I a few pointers. We both could stand to learn a little about how to use a crossbow more effectively. Well, as the moredhel don't seem to be charging down our throats at this very minute, I suppose I might be able to teach you a little bit. Martin sighted his crossbow and fired. Feathers drifted from above as the lifeless sparrow crashed through the branches to the ground, a crossbow quarrel neatly driven through its head. It had been dead even before it touched the ground. That's incredible, James said. At that range I would have thought it impossible. No, Martin said, his look somewhat enigmatic as he knelt to touch the bird at his feet. I've hit them at twice that distance, so it was merely difficult. Handing his crossbow over first to James and then to Locklear, he gave instructions as each attempted similar shots. You both have made some progress, he said. Just keep doing what you started doing today, and you'll both make fine marksmen. Let's talk about Baron Gabbert. So Baron Gabbert told us we were to report to you until the siege begins. Where do you want us? I was just planning a little fun. Patrus, how's your moredhel? Which one are you talking about, Duke? The one I got under my bed or the ones that makes me breakfast in the morning? Amazing. Jimmy, is it just me or does Patrus remind you of a certain admiral we both know? I think he and Amos Thrask would either love each other or hang one another from a gibbet. I think the Duke meant, how well do you speak, moredhel, Patrus? I know perfect well what he was saying, you caught rat. I can read it. Don't ask me to pronounce any of that dog-howling yeehaw. You won't have to for what I have in mind. There are some boxes near here that have moredhel plates on them. I want you to crack the codes on them. I imagine those boxes will have supplies of rations for the moredhel once they begin the siege, but I doubt they'll suspect we've tampered with them. If there are any rations, find a way to poison them, then replace them in the boxes. Come back and find me once you're done. Well, that at least answers a few questions. We'd best be back at getting this battle in order. Is there anything else you need at the moment? Just for you three to be careful. We can't afford to lose any more men. I think we can handle that order. You stay out of harm's way as well, Duke. Arutha wouldn't forgive me if you somehow got arrow shot by some goblin archer. Farewell. Okay. The party's accuracy crossbow has increased. It's increased to 68 and 72. That's honestly not bad. Okay, let's look around and see what we can find. We want to go... am I heading down the right path? I don't think I am heading down the right path. I am not heading down the right path. I need to head a little bit to the west. And go... Okay, they were being watched. Unsure where their observers were located. Well, that's a bunch of wizards. That is 3 witch hags. Good news, we can very quickly close the gap on one of them and get the kill. Marvellous. Okay, you can get all the way to this one and get the kill there. And Patrus, old buddy, Skyfire, I suppose. Ha-ha! Check that! Now you kill this one. There we go. Ooh. And you get a hit here to kill that one. You get a bit of rest, and we'll just have at thee. And have at thee some more. And victory is ours. That one went pretty well. Okay, what do you have? Anything? You have a dollar-tail milk. And some torches. How many torches do we have? 8. Yeah, we need more torches. We're probably going to end up in a cave at some point, so torches is a good idea. Body number 2. Ooh, high armor. Hello, sword. Hello, restoratives. The restoratives, that's a good thing to see. 24, 24, 24. I want you to carry the extra restoratives. And... you carrying that armor, I want you to fix that up if you can, because we're gonna sell it. And I can't reapply the poison because I don't have the ability to do so. Ooh, armor craft improvement. I'm not gonna say no to that. More money. Armorer's hammer with 5 uses. Very nice. More restoratives. Another sword and another suit of armor that you can't carry, but you will be able to carry it if I do that. Use the hammer with less uses. There we go. Perfect. And you can carry that. Also, your inventory is pretty much full already because of that. Okay, let's see if we can get the other bodies. There is 18 sovereigns. And nothing. Nothing. Now, I know there's one more body. Nothing. I just need to find that body. Is it this side? Here? Okay, that one's got nothing. 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 And nothing? Okay, so I don't think there's anything else there I can really do. I'm going to save. After that encounter that came out of nowhere, I think it's probably a good idea to save and not risk losing all this progress. I need to look around carefully. There's probably going to be, as the Duke said, some boxes somewhere. But I haven't found them yet. There's a little... Ah. There's some enemies here. Are you close to, the town? You are. Den Camp on Teeth is over there. So we're going to have to fight you before we can get to Den Camp on Teeth. There's also a cave by the looks of it there. We're set then. Let's just hope our advance is undetected or our advantage will be lost. Let's go. Locklear stumbled. Darn it. Okay, there's only one wizard. That's fine. Ha-ha! Oh, you missed. Okay, that's fine. You're going to move back. This is fine. Patrus. Gotta have you Skyfire this person here. And you just go hit that witch hag. Or miss the witch hag. That's unfortunate. Okay. Kill this one. Oh, that's poison. That's poison. Not a fan of the poison. Skyfire again. Maybe we can get a kill here. There we go. One down. Okay, hit the witch hag. I can do this. You totally can't do this. That witch hag. That witch hag. Okay. Yay! Finally did it. Finally did it. Okay, you're poisoned, which is unfortunate. Just defend for the moment. We'll have you rush over here. Help out, or... Oh! Okay. Patrus, buddy. Eat one of them. And you know what? Have some of these, otherwise you're just going to die. And I'd rather you didn't die. There we go. Charge! And we'll get one more charge in, and win! Oh, marvellous. Party's abilities have improved. What's gotten better? Lock clear was poisoned. Ah, it was you that was poisoned, not Lock clear. Not Patrus. Oops. Oh well, we can always buy more of these. Right, what have we got loot-wise? We have more torches and a sword. That's fine. A sword. That's fine. Ooh. An armorer's hammer. I mean... By the way, I only had your armor craft there highlighted during that fight. No wonder you didn't gain any abilities. Your accuracy melee's got up to 94%, as a note. There we go, 97. And, we'll take the... Honestly, just... Okay, you don't need to... Just hold on to that for now, actually. Take that, take that, because we could just start using this, actually. Seems like a good idea to just start using it. Also, we have this, poison there as well. And we have your body here that contains that, and that's it. Okay, we need to sell a few things, make a bit more inventory space, so let's go do that quickly. We need to go do that very quickly, otherwise we're going to not have much in the way of rations. Rest up till morning. Only till morning. Hello! Things are not going well at all. I've started to get reports from some of our scouts, and from sounds of things, this will not be an easy siege. So, what's brought you looking for me? Well, No. When I first saw you, it occurred to me to ask you something. But whatever it was has utterly slipped my mind at the moment. Will it bother you if I come and ask you about it later? I have a few things we need to be attending to as well. Go on then. I have a few things to do myself. You're most gracious. Thanks and farewell. I like that the game's like, hey, totally got no reason to actually be here, so, yeah. We're just gonna go now. Right, we do need to get to Dencamp on Teeth, because we really need a tavern. I really, really need a tavern, otherwise you're gonna run out of food. Okay, first though, shop. We have armor to sell. Actually, can you sell the armor and get more money? Can you also hammer out that armor, make it better? Nope, actually it's as good as it can be. 21. 25. You, however, could totally fix all these up. And I'm going to have you fix all these up. Also, your health and stamina have gone up. Your strength... Okay. 27, 24, and 10. And I need you to have weapon craft right now as we use this. Fix all these up. 99, 93, 97, 94. 34, 35, 33, 62, and we're not done yet. There's still this sword, which we can fix up. to 93 to get 134 sovereigns. Eek. Also, while I'm thinking about it, just fix that up too. And fix this up as well. Fix that up so that we can swap these back. And you now have 78% in that. And really, I need to get you another one of those. So let's buy you another one of those. After, of course, doing a spot of haggling. It's not a great haggle, but, you know, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Also, could I sell... I really shouldn't be selling that, actually. I should really be using it. Like, let's put this on it. And let's pass this over and put this on that, so that when we get into the next combat, we'll have a small advantage. Maybe. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to make our way over to that town and hopefully find those boxes that we need to poison. Because if we don't, we're going to be in a spot of bother on account of the whole moredhel army and sieges and everything going terribly wrong. I dare say the encounters on the way to that village are a little easier than the ones by the castle. Makes sense, castle's a more important target, but still, something to note. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.